Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the Tier 7 US cruiser, the Pensacola. This is a ship that I don't really like, mainly because she, well, doesn't really have much going for herself. Her guns are okay, but the arcs are pretty poor. She has really bad concealment for a cruiser. She's maneuverable, but her armor is mediocre as well, although it used to be much worse. Her firepower is quite okay in terms of how many shells you can shoot, etc. But because you don't have range nor concealment, nor do you have something like smoke, she ends up being a lot worse in my opinion. Like, I find the Japanese cruises to definitely be superior. Wargaming did see that. They kinda tried to fix it because the New Orleans was essentially the same as a Pepsicola. Almost the same as a Baltimore as well. So they fixed it by giving the Tier 8 and Tier 9 cruises. At first they gave them heal, then now they gave the US cruises specifically radar. But the Tier 7 one doesn't get it, so I find that she is still bad. Well, okay, maybe not bad, but definitely not good. But I do want to play her because I do want to get the New Orleans with the radar. Then again, I think the Kutuzov is still going to be superior. Although she is kind of difficult to citadel as another cruiser, especially at certain angles, but Battleship's not going to care about that. She is going to do whatever they want, and because your concealment is almost as bad as a Battleship's, well, I'm sorry, but you are going to have a bad game. At least that's what I think. This time, since it's a video, you can probably imagine I'm not going to. But essentially, US cruisers depend on zerging down opponents. Like, they go with multiple cruisers and just expect that you can't kill all of them before they kill you. Also, that enemy Pepsi ran aground, which is excellent because we are going to sink her. But like, the strategy to fighting a battleship would be to just have so many ships that they can't kill all of them. And as an individual player, you just hope that they don't ever focus you. That's it. Because they can't, like, the only trick they could use would be islands, but they don't have the range for it. Like, she has essentially the same range as the Myoko, except the Myoko has way better concealment. Like, I mean, also the Myoko is faster. And has a whole bunch of other things, like torpedoes for instance, which the ship, again, does not have. But anyways, regardless of the faults, I am playing the ship in this match. Like, what I'm doing right now is actually a pretty poor move in a Pepsi, because so if suddenly there's a battleship in my face, I'm dead. If they shoot me, of course. If they shoot someone else, then yeah, fine. But anyways, we went to sea, tried to help it. I think we're gonna be able to cap it now, as there are some ships. Also, although the one thing that this ship does have is maneuverability. But these torpedoes appeared a bit too close for me to properly maneuver about. Maybe I could have, but I wasn't able to. I know there's DD around, so... But because I am capping it currently, B that is, I know the DD isn't close. That means that I definitely won't be able to detect her and shoot her back. So the only way it could happen is if the DD shoots me to try to decap. But regardless, I'll just pick another target since I'm spotted anyway. I might as well fire my guns. There's no reason not to. Fighter was launched earlier for sudden torpedo spotting, because there are no carriers in the game, so it doesn't matter if I waste my fighter. If they spot the torpedo randomly, that's just a good thing. Like they did right now. Like, that's literally why I launched these fighters. Also, I feel like this Fubuki actually used his anti-air guns on the fighter, and that's what spotted him. Wow. Wow, Fubuki. you fucked up. Because I also saw that she was essentially beached. I now know that I can get closer and perhaps be able to pick her off. But I'm actually doing a really risky move. If you look at the minimap, there's a cruiser to the right and left of me. The right one probably can't fire, but the left one definitely can. But again, since I don't think that the US cruisers are very good, just being able to pick off this Fubuki means that I think it's a job well done already for the ship. Especially if you add the fact that I actually did a full cap on B. But actually, right now, I'm in a really good position. Because the only thing that can fire at me is the Miyoko. And obviously she has her hands full with other stuff, and even if she did fire at me, I don't think she would live for too long. I'm gonna open myself up in a moment for another target. I'm not very afraid of the New Orleans, because it's, you know, a New Orleans, but this Mogami is scary. But if I angle quite a bit, I don't think her armor AP is going to deal much damage to me. As long as it's not a battleship, I think I'm fine. However, my AP is going to do something to the Mogami. Sorry, Mogami, but you fucked up by showing me your broadside. Because this ship does have quite some AP capability against other cruisers. And I think the Mogami realized that, so she is not really trying to show me broadside. Until now, for some reason. I guess I gave too much credit to him. I figured he wasn't going to show me broadside, but it just seems that she wanted to turn her guns towards me, so she can shell me instead. And bye, Mogami. Was nice knowing you. That's what I mean with the guns can penetrate, but you need multiple things going right for you. Like the Mogami has several kilometers less concealment, or lower concealment range than I do. Actually, maybe it's only a few. But it's still in kilometers, not hundreds of meters. Like, this ship really does not have good concealment. And I find that as a cruiser, that's a really big issue. Like, the thing that makes the Kutuzov okay is the fact that, well, she has smoke and lots of range. The ship has neither, so it really annoys me. Because US cruisers, as for many people, were the first ship line that I really played and enjoyed, at first anyway. But then eventually I learned more about the game and realized that my aim is just too poor with the Cleveland, and it's not like the ones after that become any better. Although if we're honest, then the fact that US cruisers are 203mm mostly does mean that their HE can deal quite a bit of damage to battleships, unlike 155mm calibers, which do like nothing because they can't penetrate the superstructure armor on battleships. But yeah, really, I mean, I know I've been raving on about it, but I just don't understand this ship. It really appears not to be very good, and it's not like the following ones are any better. I mean, they are a bit, but like compared to what other ship classes and lines get, no, they just aren't good enough in my opinion. Except the Des Moines. The Des Moines is a beast because the Des Moines has something special that none of the other ones do, which is super high damage per minute. But anyways, because like I said, the one strategy that really works with US cruisers is to essentially not be the one targeted, then you're fine. Because your damage is really decent, and like, she's completely okay then. If you're targeted, it doesn't just work well for you. And in this game, I'm not targeted for some reason. Like, they shoot at me, but only once in a while, mostly shooting at the other battleships. Which is excellent for me. Although, the one thing that the Pepsi does lack is the fact that the Pepsi has 4 turrets. She has 2 guns on the very front one, then 3 guns on the one following that, and then the same thing at the back. This means that she has 10 guns on target total. But I think that New Orleans does get the improvement in the fact that she has only 9 guns, but she has 3 guns and 3 guns at the front and 3 guns at the back. This means that if she points her nose towards the enemy, she will have 66% of her firepower at the front. So I think that's a definite upgrade on the New Orleans. But anyways, I guess it's enough about raving on about how bad this ship is. In this game I definitely did well, but mostly it was because it just didn't shoot me. That's it. They just let me do whatever I wanted. I guess they just didn't expect me to be much of a threat. Well, I did get a full cap, which is surprising in this cruiser. 4 settles and 4 fires. 2 ships destroyed. Quite many targets on hit as well. I mean, this was a really good game for Pepsicola, but I don't think that you will have many of these because people really like targeting you. Because, you know, some people just consider you an easy kill just because of your ship class. And I just can't deny that. On the Baltimore, it does get better because you can get the range upgrade. Well, in terms of XP, I did fucking amazing though. 2200 base experience, and number 2 is 1363. In that sense, I did really great though. Damage is mediocre, 63k, but I think it's really fine for the ship. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.